of this boot camp, guys. If you thought you got a lot of gems last night, you're about to get even more gems today. So go ahead, put a 1 in the chat so we can get this started. Let's do one more last call in the group chat, y'all. Go send some fires in the group chat. Go send some screenshots in the group chat. Let's send some gifts in the Telegram chat. Let's do one last call. Just one more reminder. If you have any builders on your team, a lot of you guys that are P150s, P600s loading, I see that your team isn't on here. So if you haven't already sent it to them and let them know you need to be on this, make sure that they're on. Make sure that they're on, guys. There's a lot of people on that are not on that need to be, okay? So I appreciate you guys for you showing up for your success. I appreciate you for wanting to get this knowledge. And we're going to literally just jump right into it. I don't want to take too much of your time because we have a basics training directly after. So for anyone that doesn't know, my name is Tori Cariah. I'm one of the leaders and one of the founders of Universal Wealth. I've been in this business for 2 years and I am so excited, guys. And my goal for every last one of you guys is to not take 2 years to hit Platinum 5,000, to not take 2 years to hit Chairman 10. Okay, my goal is for you to do this way less than me. And this is why we're having this boot camp this week, so that we all can achieve success. Let's remember the point of us even building the business. Let's remember the point of us actually building this business is because we are impacting others. Because we understand that we need an income where we're not present. And technically us actually trading, we have to be present to trade, right? We have to be at our phone. Guys, this residual income is coming every single Friday. For all my platinum leaders on the call, go ahead and drop your rank in the chat. Because every platinum, I know is way more platinum leaders on this team, and they're not even on this call. But for all my platinum leaders, drop your rank in the chat, guys, because we're getting paid every Friday that we're able to use for bills, that we're able to use for any expense, for our monthly fee, for our trading account, guys. It's truly, truly a blessing, and it starts at Platinum 150, guys. And if you're not a Platinum 150, by the time you finish this boot camp, you should 100% be a Platinum 150 next week, okay? So I'm excited to give you guys this knowledge. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can definitely jump right into this. So guys, if you missed yesterday, we talked about prospecting. And guys, what you want to be in this business is you want to be a student always. You always want to be a student. You never want to think that you already know it. Now, if you missed the training yesterday, you want to go ahead and go on our YouTube channel, Universal Wealth, right on YouTube, and you're going to see the training. But just bring us back in to what we're actually learning today is the skill part of the success formula. So the success formula created by Chairman 750, David M. Onitier, is desire, and not only a desire, but a burning desire. We have the urgency for this success, plus skill times faith. Now you have to have some sort of faith within this business because this is not an easy thing. If being wealthy, being successful was easy, everybody would be wealthy and successful. So you need to make the decision from this point on, I'm not looking for easy. I'm looking for success from this point on, right? So what we're going to develop today is that skill. Yesterday was prospecting. Today, we're going to be talking about closing. Drop a 1 in the chat if at any point during your journey, or you might have literally got one already, drop a 1 in the chat if you needed a 3-way from your mentor to close a mentee. Drop a 1 in the chat if at any point you needed a 3-way from your mentor to close your mentee. Now, here's the thing, guys. When you hit these different levels, when you're building the business, you want to make sure that you're developing yourself. You want to make sure that you're as independent as possible and understand the people that come into this business, and become independent the fastest and effectively, though. They become independent effectively. Those are the people that go far. A little bit about my journey, guys. I hit the rank of Platinum 1000 in 3 weeks. And for 3 weeks, I had to depend on John McCullen, Platinum 5000, to do every one of my calls, every one of my closes. Like, we literally getting into, like, we arguing because I'm like, I need another one. He's like, yo, you need to learn it yourself. That is the point of us here on this call. You're going to mess up, but that's cool. That's cool. But you want to make sure you have that proper knowledge to properly close people, okay? So the first thing, what is the close? The close is the process after exposing prospects to the information. Drop a 1 if you've ever had a prospect hop on the call and you didn't even speak to them after. Drop a 1 if you did that. It's okay if you did. We're not going to do it anymore. But be real, that's happened to me before. I've had someone come on an informational. I never even checked up on them after. Like, that's bad, right? Because they could be thinking, oh, that was a good call. Like, that was great. And then just completely forget about it. When you get off of a call, when you guys got off of the call yesterday, when you're going to get off of the call tonight, when you get off of a call, period, you have this sense of excitement, right? You're feeling super hyped up. That is when you want to close your prospect. As soon as they get the information and they're feeling hyped up, then you want to go ahead and lock it in, because people talk themselves out of things. No matter if they need it, they talk themselves out of things a lot, every single day. So they could feel great after the informational and the next day tell themselves that they can't do it. That's why you want to lock them in right there. Why are we actually doing that? I just told you, but also you want to go ahead and build a trust with your mentee. You want to relate what they have going on in their lives to how trading can enhance that. You want to clear up any misconception, and you want to secure a day and a time as to when they're going to be ready to join. That's the biggest thing, securing that day and securing that time. How are we going to do that? As I told you, we're going to call directly after the informational. Directly after the informational. We're not going to wait till the next day because they've already told their coworker that they want to do this and their coworker told them it was a scam, right? We're not going to wait till the next day because they already told their mama and their mama said, no, don't do it. I tried that type of stuff before and I didn't win, right? You want to call them directly after, family, and clear up any misconception that they have, okay? So drop a 1 in the chat if you're following me so far on the what, the why, and the how. Because then we're going to go really, really into detail about how we're going to do this close, guys. And if you get these notes properly, if you write down these notes, you're going to be able to close your prospects at tonight. You're going to be able to close them tonight. All you need is confidence. That's all you need. You just need all of you should understand that this already works. So when you're closing people, you need to talk like that. You need to talk like you're already that millionaire, right? Because people can pick up on that energy. So I only got 9 ones that are good for this. I'm going to wait for the next 60 seconds and then we're going to move on, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move on, okay? Let me check the chat. Oh, someone said writing it down. Hang on. All right, cool. I got you. Remind me, guys, I'm going to just start saying drop a 1 if you need more time. How about we do it like that for tonight? Okay, so Gavin, let me know when you're good, and then we're going to move on. So family, I just also want to remind you that this is going on every day this week besides Friday. So this is going on until Thursday. And you can't have one without the other. You can't have day 2 without the day 1 or day 3 without the day 2. Like, you need all of this information and you need to marry it together so that you can properly be a builder within this business, okay? Perfect. So first things first, let's talk about the first thing that you're going to say after the informational. And I also want you guys to understand, I want you to, what I want you to do, I want you to know that when you go into this conversation, you are controlling the conversation. you are controlling exactly how this convo goes, okay? So it's not for you to be nervous. You already know how this convo is going to end because you have this information. So family, the thing is, sometimes you're going to call people and they're going to want to just immediately start telling you all of this, and the other. So from the moment you call them, it's got to be, hey, what's good, Kayla? So listen, how you doing? Good. Or, hey, what's good, Kayla? Thanks for hopping on the call. So what did you like about it? And you don't want to be disrespectful, guys, but you want to make sure that you're asking the first question. Because there's been times that I've literally sat on the phone with a prospect and they questioned me. No, that's not what's going on here, you know? I'm helping you out. You don't need to question me about, so what about this? So what about this? So what about this and this? Like, no, right? So there's literally been times that I've called someone, they said, yeah, so okay, perfect. So what did you like about the information? Like, I completely disregarded what you're about to say because this is the first thing that needs to come out. The key word is like. Not what did you think. You want to keep the conversation positive at all times. Remember, you're controlling this conversation. And actually, before I even go any further, I'm not sure if everybody on this call was on the call yesterday, but family, yesterday we talked about creating the norm of putting your camera on when you're on a call. Because we're here for success. We're here to get that knowledge. It's almost as if, we're in university to create generational wealth, to get residual income. And in university, you're not going to sit in class with a bag over your head. You're not going to be in class like this. No. You want to show up. You need to show your face while you're in class, right? So for everybody that has their camera off, go ahead and turn that camera on. It's cool if you don't look sharp. We got some people laying down in bed. I would much rather see your ceiling than see just your name, okay? Now, as I said, we're going to really focus on saying, what did you like? That's the key word. Because if you say, what did you think? Then what if they start telling you some negative things? Well, I think it's a pyramid. I think it's this. I think it's that. No, what did you like about it, right? So some common responses will be, well, I like that you can make money anywhere. I like that it's not time consuming. I like that you can create multiple sources of income within this business, right? Whatever they do say, you want to agree and share your opinion and make the relation between what they said and you, right? And I'm going to give you an example from that, but drop a 1 if you need me to stay on this page. Drop a 1 if you need me to stay on this page. We're good? Okay, I see a 1. Cool. So family, we're just asking them, what did you like? If they're telling me, well, I like that you can make a multiple source of income. Bye, guys. I like that you can create a multiple source of income. I like that too. And honestly, you really need multiple sources of income, especially if you're in Bermuda. Really everywhere, but you're Bermudian and you know how expensive it is here. It just makes sense to do this, right? Give a response. I like that you can make money anywhere. No, literally, it was this person on our call. They made money before they even, they made their plane ticket back before they got on the plane. Shout out Elias, if he's on this call. I think it was Elias, Calvin, all of them, right? So you're just responding to it, just making some sort of relation. Boyles and Isaiah, are you good? Good. Boyles, you good? Thank you, Mecca. Cool. Now, let's talk about the example. I definitely agree. That's actually what caught my attention to that. I was able to still work my job and have time to make the same amount of money from my phone. And as I was saying earlier, Bermuda is so expensive. It doesn't make sense for us to continuously complain without doing anything different, right? This is just a sort of example. You're simply just responding to what they said and how you feel about it. You should have some sort of opinion. It doesn't have to be word for word, right? So don't worry about this slide too much. If someone tells you that they can make money anywhere, you tell them how you feel that that's great as well, right? Now, first thing, if you're writing your notes, the first point was that you're asking them what did they like, right? The second point is that you're giving them a brief plan as to why this is going to work for them. So I typically like to ask people, so what are you doing? You're in England? Like, I like to know. So if I'm on the phone, the closest I did today, I'm like, oh, okay, so I did the UK call. So I'm like, okay, you're from the UK, right? You're living in the UK? Okay, cool. So what are you doing there? Are you working? Are you in school? I'm figuring out what plan I can give them. They might say, oh, yeah, I'm in school. Oh, are you doing online? Are you going in person? No, I only go 2 days a week. Oh, that's perfect. So you got a lot of time. So listen, are you typically free like during the day? Are you a night owl? Like what really works for you? I'm pretty good like at the nighttime. Honestly, middle of the day is the perfect time for me, right? They're just giving me their time. Okay? So this is the example. You're asking them what they do. When are you typically free? So if they said they are free at the time you gave them. So you, for example, I might know someone in England more than likely needs to hop on Millie Mills, or they're going to need to use the product. So I'm going to say, oh, are you free at 4 p.m. UK time? You are. Perfect. Actually, one of our educators, she actually got 200,000 views last week. She comes on at that time. And she literally feeds the team like 4 nights a week, right? And so they're literally on for about 30, 40 minutes, Millie Mills. And so it's perfect because you're able to gain the same accuracy rate as Millie Mills. So all you're doing is tapping in with her. At this point, they already know what it's going to look like with them in this business. You just cleared up the main misconception, people thinking they don't have time for it, right? I'll let you guys take a moment to write this. And then we're going to go over if they say they're not free at that time. Okay? But the point is, you ask them what they like, they told you, then you're going to move into, so what's your schedule like? Like, when are you free? How is this working for you, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you need more time. Okay, let me know when you're good, Jacoby and Gavin. Everybody good? You good, Jacoby? Yeah, cool, perfect. So if they're like, no, I'm actually not free that time, like my schedule's super busy, it's super inconsistent. Well, you know what? That's even better because it's this app that I use called Cash Trap. It's this app that we have called Liberty, and it's allowing me to make money at any time of the day without even having to without even having to tune in with that educator. And see, my favorite educator, Millie Mill, or my favorite educator, Nez, he actually is a multi-millionaire. He created this same app. And he's actually using the same thing on his live session, so you can do that as well. Okay, excuse the typos. But are you guys following me? So I'll give you guys a little moment for that. So let me know in the chat. Just go ahead and drop a 1. I'll wait till I see 32 ones. Go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat when you're good. I only got 7 ones. We got 9 ones. All right, let's see. I see some more people writing. Cool. Y'all, if you're not taking notes, you're playing yourself. I'm gonna let you know. Like, if you have these notes, all you gotta do is follow it. You're gonna close everybody. All right, cool. So I'm gonna keep it pushing. Perfect. Third point. So the first main one was that you're asking them what did they like. The second point was that you're giving them a brief plan. The third point is that you want to share some results or share a compound plan. I like to always share the compound plan for people. And I like to keep it realistic with them. I like to say, you know what, you can grow this 100 to 10,000 in the next 60 days. But even if you lost majority of it, even if you didn't follow majority of it, you could at least grow your $100 to 5,000, or maybe grow your $100 to 1,000. That's the bare minimum, right? So you want to show them that, or maybe even teams results. Shout out to, I want to say it was Fabian, I think, in the chat. I want to say his name was Fabian. But shout out to bro that, had that $400 withdrawal yesterday. Yes, it was Fabian. Had that $400. How old is Fabian? Because I was actually talking about him on my informational. That's something you could show the team. Showing somebody that made money before they went into work. I'm not sure who that was. I can't remember, but that's something you can show them. You can show them screenshots. I always screenshot. He's 18 years old, y'all. You can show them. It says 18-year-old. I would do that for someone that's young too. Even shout out Jakai. Y'all drop some fire for Jakai. My bro Jakai. 15, made money his first day trading. I was using that. I'm showing people that are younger. This guy's 15. He made money, right? That's another way. Also, you could show Matthew Dayer or anybody's results. You send the screenshot from the chat. Show them that and explain to them, right? this is what this is going to be like for you. This is what you can really achieve for yourself. Okay. Now, moving on, you want to close it on now. Now at this point, you've cleared up any misconception that they cannot, they don't have time. They might ask you some questions in between. Feel free to answer. You even showed them some receipts. You even gave them a whole compound plan. So now you want to close it out. So there's two type of people that are gonna, really three. The first person's gonna say to you, all right, well, when can I get started? Let's get this started. Some people are literally like that. Okay, well, let's just do this right now then. Like, let's just get this started. It's no need to say anything else. Okay, cool. Let's hop on Zoom so I can walk you through the sign-up process. The reason I like to do Zoom is because you don't want people to just sit on it. You don't want people to just sit on the link and then next thing you know, they didn't join. Like, nah. Let's hop on Zoom and I'm gonna walk you through that sign-up process, especially for my Bermudians on the call. The address part is a little weird, so I wanna make sure that they can do that. Now, there have been times with people I can't sit with them, so I'll give them a little detailed message to show them this point, and this point. But I much rather be with them when they're signing up, okay? But the second person is going to sound like they love everything, but they didn't just say, let's get started now. So then you're going to go into something like this. Remember, all of these different scripts I'm giving you, you do not need to read out or say word for word for word. Remember that, right? You're being you. This is just what I say, but I want you to follow the overall gist of it, okay? So it's saying, but I definitely want to be your accountability partner. I was going to say partner with getting started. You know, there's no better started to get right now. No better time to get started right now. I like to tell people that they were attracted or they attracted themselves to this opportunity. So sometimes I might say, do you know what the law of attraction is? You know, it's simply just what you think is what you're going to attract. What you say is what you're going to attract. And I'm not sure really what you've been thinking, but us talking honestly isn't a coincidence. And I really want to help you achieve more for yourself this year. But this is really, really about urgency. And the sooner you get started, is the sooner you can start that compound plan. The sooner you get started is the sooner you can make a withdrawal. So what's a good day within this week that you know you'll definitely have the funds and you'll be ready to get started? I just had a thought. I might need to add a day on this boot camp. So let's say someone's like, it's gonna have to be the end of the month. You don't want to say, no, it's gotta be today. It's gotta be today. Like, no, you don't want to do that, right? But you want to also continue to keep exposing them. That's the follow-up. The fortune in the follow-up. And I'm honestly thinking that's gonna have to be on Friday. That needs to be his own training. The fortune in the follow-up. Because you don't want to just say, okay, and then don't talk to them until then. You want to continuously expose them to stuff. But let's just keep it here for now. Okay? So this is someone that everything is going great. They didn't say when. They didn't just say, let's get started now. So ideally, they're going to say to you, oh, well, let's just do Friday. Honestly, I got paid Friday, so we could definitely do it. A key thing, you want to get the time too. Okay, what time works for you on Friday? You really want to avoid people telling you that they're going to let you know. I said this yesterday. Well, I'll just let you know. So if I'm on a three-way, like closing someone for let's say I'm closing someone for Sage. And they're like, well, yeah, I'll just hit you up, Sage, and I'll just let you know. I'll be like, well, you know, Sage has a really busy schedule. And I want to make sure that she's available for when you're ready. So when's a good time that Sage can put that time in her plan? Or if it's just me, I'm going to say, well, you know, I want to make sure that I'm available because I'm going to walk you through this process. So what is a good time? I'm not getting off the phone until they give me a day and time. Unless they're saying, I don't want to do it. But if they don't want to do it, they're not going to answer. Right? So I want that date and that time. And they're giving it to me. So they know that they're free. Okay? So everybody's good on this? I'm going to move on. Cool. Remember, I'm recording this too. Perfect. Now, let's say they're not giving you too much like insight into if they really want to get started. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like some people's gonna be like, yeah, like that's lit, like this is so dope. I've been looking for this. Some people's gonna give you that energy. That's where you're gonna go back to the last slide. But some people's gonna be kind of like you can't, like they have a poker face, right? So that's where you're gonna say, you know what, I definitely want to be your accountability partner with getting started. So I really want to see exactly where you are with getting started. Then you're gonna use the scale method. On a scale from 1 through 10, 1 being you don't want to do it, 10 being you want to get started now, where do you find yourself on this scale? This way you can know exactly what they think about it instead of trying to guess, okay? So they provide you that answer and you're gonna say, okay, well, let me ask you first, why aren't you at a 10? Like, why don't you, actually that's supposed to say 0, y'all. I'm sorry with these typos. That's supposed to say 0. You're gonna say, okay, well, why aren't you at a 0? Like, why don't you not want to do it? And they're gonna be like, well, I mean, because it's really a good opportunity, and like, you know, this really is like you're getting them to tell you something positive again, which is getting them to really tell themselves that they honestly should just do it. So if they say something like, you say on a scale from 1 through 10, 1 being you don't want to do it, why don't you 10 being you want to get started now, where do you find yourself on the scale? And they say, I'm at an 8. Okay, well, let me ask you first, why aren't you at a 1? Why aren't you at a 0? Why don't you not want to do it? Well, because I feel like it's a great opportunity to make some extra money, right? So then you're going to move on to, okay, so why aren't you at a 10? Is it the information or is it the money? You want to narrow them down to that. Do they need to get some more information or do they simply just need to get the money together, right? You want to figure out where they are. Because if they couldn't tell you anything bad, because you asked them, why aren't you at a 1? Then you want to know, okay, well, why isn't it the 10? And so when you ask that question, well, why aren't you at the 10? Immediately you have to say, is it the information or the money? Because you want to just narrow it down. Yeah. So I used to always use the scale every time I closed. And I don't know. I just started using the other way. I don't even know why I did. Where did I get that from? I definitely got it from someone's chairman. But I'm only using 1 through 10 if I can't tell. If they sound great, I'm saying, okay, well, when you want to get started? I don't need you to rate it. Like, I really don't need you to rate it. Just tell me. When can we sign you up? Some people might be like, I'm trying to do it right now. Like, oh, let's do it right now. Right? So you want to keep in mind, like, the amount of people you're putting on an informational. Like, for example, let me tell y'all, I have 13 people for this informational tonight. How I'm going to close all? I don't know. Right? You don't want to put yourself in that position. You don't want to do that. I was going OD. But you want to make it so that you can properly call all people. So like 5 to 6, that's a good amount. Like 13 is too much. So yeah, we got 15 minutes to that call. Oh, no, we don't. But we got 15 minutes until the next call. So let's keep it pushing. Cool. Now, if they say, it's the information, I feel like I need some more information. Okay, well, what can I personally provide for you to understand that this is going to work? You know, you honestly can do more research, but truly, you're not going to get any further info than you really had on this call. You really want to learn from the source. I'm the source. It's called source. Kind of fill it out for them and get a follow-up date. Oh, this is a little bit into the follow-up. So if they say, yeah, like, I just feel like I don't properly understand, like, how it's really working. Okay, no problem. Listen, we have a team call on Monday nights by one of our top leaders, Mike Smooth, and you'll be able to see actually live trades being placed. How does that sound? I'm put them on that. Or I just feel like it's not clicking for me. Oh, well, no problem. Well, listen, we actually, we have a basics training. And, typically we don't invite people to it, but I can definitely invite you to the basics training. It's actually tonight. And you can get a little bit insight into the actual basics of this. Or maybe an event, if you guys have an in-person event, We kind of stopped those in Bermuda because of COVID, but I mean, I know the A is open. Where y'all at? It's open. England ain't open. But you might say, well, we're actually having an event this weekend in person. You should definitely come by, hear this information again. Or maybe you want to invite them to another informational. Maybe you want to edify another one. You know, one of my 7-figure mentors, Chairman so-and-so, is doing a call tonight at this time. Would you want to hop on there? You can get some more info and hear from someone, yada, yada, yada. Or invite them to a mindset call. No problem. But listen, I definitely want you to, you know, get some more info. It's going to be like a Woman Crush Wednesday tonight. You definitely should hop on because that's going to just change their perspective. It's going to grow their belief level, right? But the key is that you want to get the follow-up date. You don't just want to say, okay, no problem. You do your research and you get back to me. You don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to lose prospects off a silly date. Okay? Now, if they say it's the money, you know, this is just an example. So I would say, you know, I really want to achieve more for yourself this year. And would you agree that everything you spent money on in 2020 didn't make you anything in return? And honestly, this is about urgency and really making a change for yourself so you don't have to continuously do that. So your 2021 doesn't look the same. And honestly, the sooner you get started, the sooner you can make money. And as you saw from different profits, like you're going to make this money back. That's the simple part. Like you're just kind of filling it out. You're filling them out. But it still ends in, what's a good day though that you know you're going to have the funds ready? It's still ending in the day and the time. All of these are ending in the day and the time. Now, some people are literally going to be like, I literally do not have anything. And that's fine. Continue to follow up with them. Continue to invite them to a call each week. Keep them there. Like, keep them exposed. Keep their belief level up. Because I made the huge mistake, guys, of like, if someone didn't want to join, I would just keep it pushing. And what I learned from Eric Worre from the audiobook GoPro, you should definitely listen to that. It's on Apple Music if you have Apple Music. GoPro by Eric Worre. If someone can type that in the chat. Eric Worre, that showed me I got to keep following up with people. Like, it's not normal for people to join on the first try. Drop a 1 if you join on your first exposure. Like you heard the informational and you immediately joined. Anybody? Some did. I didn't either. I think I listened to the informational and then mine was on the second one. Like I went to an actual in-person one and that's when it hit for me. Like that's when I was like, I need to do this. Not everybody's like that. Some people need to hear it continuously. And so that's your job to keep them following up with them. If you haven't noticed just from yesterday and today, you want to have a notebook so you're keeping track, like who is interested, right? Melvin said it took him a whole year. Melvin's follow-up lasted for a year, y'all. Don't follow up with nobody for a year. No, but honestly, I did actually reach out to some people today. The people I have for the informational today, I had reached out to them in 2019 or last year. And they were all, well, not all of them, of course, but they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I've still been thinking about it. Like, I want to get on the informational. Someone said, I told my mentor, ignore me till I join. Mecca took 6 months. Right, so some people take a bit longer. Truthfully, that took like truthfully, y'all might not know this. I actually joined in like February, like end of January of 2019, and then I quit that thing like I quit that thing in like a week. Like, I'll be back. And then I was peer pressured to coming back, truthfully. And then I came. And then I heard the information and I was like, I went to the in-person thing and I'm like, oh yeah, I should do this. Shanti took 2 years. The fortune in the follow-up, y'all. All right, cool. So, is that on my slides? What is on my slides? That's all my slides. So you already know what time it is. It's time for an example. 2 examples. 1 woman, 1 man. Who's going to be that person? Who's going to be that person this evening? Let me know. Let me know in the chat box. I need a woman and I need a man. And I want you to give me an example of a follow-up. So who's it going to be? Someone that's, preferably. Oh, I see Jacoby. Okay, that sounded good to me. Let's do Jacoby first. And honestly, the way Wonder's looking, I'm thinking Wonder. So let's get Jacoby first.
All right, ring.
Hello?
Hey, what's good, Tori?
Hey, what's good, Jacoby?
Not much. Were you on that informational?
Yeah, I hopped on the informational.
Hey, all right, that's cool. Tell me something you liked about it.
I liked that, obviously you could make money and like you can do it from anywhere. So that's really what I liked about it.
That's dope. Yeah, seriously, like, I put my brother in on this information. He and I just been running this thing up over and over again. So, man, I messed up. My fault.
You're good. Keep it going.
All right. Let's see.
Help Jacoby out. So he asked me, what did I like? What's the second point? Help him out in the chat box. First point, asking him what you like. Second point, who remembers? No, we're not.
Hey, so real talk, what you been up to? So what's something that you like to do?
I like to, I just like to travel and shop.
Travel and shop. Oh yeah, this gonna definitely help you out with that. I see a lot of people, really been able to build up multiple sources of income so that, they're not worried about the bank account when they're done, traveling or shopping or anything like that.
I'm gonna help y'all out. The first part was Zay. The first part is you're asking them what they like. The second part, after they tell you and you speak, no, not scale 1 to 10 yet. You're giving them a plan. Yes, exactly. You want to know what's your schedule like what do you do so that you can tell them what their plan's gonna be. So ask me
that. All right. All right, so for me to help you, what do you do for school or work right now?
I'm working at a factory.
Okay, so what's your schedule like?
Honestly, I work from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
10 a.m., 10 p.m. Okay, so that puts you perfect with Matthew Thayer. In fact, he's one of the best. He's one of the best traders right now. He's a 7-figure trader. A couple of weeks ago, he was actually able to make over $2 million in one trade within a matter of a few minutes. So I definitely want to get you plugged in on that. My fault. I ain't trying to mess up too much. I'm sorry.
No,
my fault.
It's okay, bro.
All right. Okay. So I really do see this working out for you. And what I can do with you is that put you. My fault. I need some help. I'm not even flex.
So we said first part was what did you like? The second point was give them a plan. What was the third point, y'all?
Three-way.
No, weren't the three-way.
Okay.
What was the third point? Someone help me out. First point is what did you like? The second main point is giving them a plan. The third main point is showing
some results.
Yes, show them some results or show them a compound plan. I always go to compound plan.
Okay.
And you're going to literally screenshot it and send it to them.
All right.
So how I would do it, well, let me hear you. How would you transition the combo from you telling me I could get on Matthew Thayer to the third? And you are doing amazing. You're doing amazing. So how would you transition from you telling me I could hop onto Matthew Thayer to showing me some sort of compound plan?
Okay. So let's see. Give them a plan, responses. Okay. Common responses.
Let me give you a transition. I would say, you know, on the informational, they didn't actually show this. And it's the compound plan that all of us go through when we come into the business. And I'm actually about to send you a screenshot of this compound plan, and you can actually grow your 3 figures to 5 figures in 6 months. I mean, 60 days. You feel me? All right, run that back.
Like from where? From me telling you about there, or me just
from there.
The compound plan?
Tell me about there. Okay. So yeah, I will be free at midnight. That will work best for me.
All right, so around 11, one of the best traders that I trade with typically is Mentee Thayer, and you know, he's always making trades. He's always going over 80% every single night. So more than likely, you will make that money back. So what I could do for you is that I could send you over, you know, the compound plan, which is something they really didn't really touch on too much in the presentation. But what that would do is that it'll help you track your progress so that you can make that money back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as soon as you get signed in with this program.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you send them the screenshot.
All right. So.
And explain it.
All right. So what I'm going to put in right now is saying that you start your account off with $150.
Perfect.
So, you know, we're going to say that typically you want to grow your account about 5%. You know, daily reinvest about $100. And what would that be? Just throw out an eyeball number since I don't have it.
Just make it up. Just make it up. I mean.
So, all right. So you should be able to hit roughly, I want to say about $600 within your first month.
Mm-hmm.
From a $150 invest. And then you can cash that out, or you can continue to grow your account so that way you can build up a higher leverage without really risking too much money.
Perfect. Now you're moving to the close it out section. So from what I got from this call, did I really show you that I definitely want to do it, or can you not properly tell right now?
Can't properly tell right now.
Perfect. So when you can't properly tell, that's when you're going to move into the scale from 1 through 10 part.
Okay. Okay, so from a scale of 1 to 10, where would you say you are with getting signed up with me today?
And then explain. So 1 is not at all. Right. 10 is right now.
So 1 being absolutely not, 10 being right now.
Perfect. I'm at about a 7.
Yeah, a 7. So why aren't you at 0?
Why aren't I at 0? Because I just feel like it's a great opportunity. I feel like you could make some money. So it's like, why not?
All right. So why not get started right now?
Because I just, I'm not the type of person to really make decisions quick like that.
I understand. So what is it? The money or is it the information?
For me, it's definitely the information. I feel like I didn't get a lot. Honestly, I was like low-key sleeping during the call, so I didn't feel like I get to see it.
All right, that's cool. That's fine. So what I'm gonna do for you is that I'm gonna send you over a Zoom link on Monday night. I'm gonna be in a trading session with one of my boys, Mike Smooth, and he's gonna really just show us a really good trading session. We all gonna make some money, and you get a good idea of what the community's like, and we'll just go from there.
Perfect. So yeah, I'll be on there.
All right, cool. Take it easy.
Perfect. Y'all drop some ones, drop some fires for Jacoby. Amazing, Jacoby. That was your first practice that you was doing. So the key thing, guys, the key thing is that, the key thing, and let me just so you can see this in the chat, just so you have this overview. Also, a reminder sent it for your prospects is an hour to the informational. So go ahead and remember to send your reminders. But cool. So I'm gonna put in the chat. So the main thing you're going from what did you like to give them a plan, find out their schedule. Make sure y'all are writing this. So what did you like to give them a plan / find out their schedule? Then you're going to show compound plan or educator accuracy rate or results from you or team, then you're going into closing it out. One more thing I wanted to add as well, bro, is when you do the whole 1 through 10 thing, as soon as when they tell you the number and you say, okay, well, why not a 10? Immediately go into, is it the information or the money? I just feel like that's so much smoother just to get it to the point. But I feel like how you did it was great. And I also like how even when you didn't fully know how to understand, I like the responses you were giving to people, you know, like to make them feel like this is a great opportunity for them. And guys, literally you just mastering this close, like it's going to be better. Now, I want you to understand as well that that's why you have your mentor. And when your mentor is closing people for you, you should be on there taking notes as to how they're closing people. And so if any of you do not know how it works, when you have your mentor, when your person finishes the call, when your person finishes the informational, you're going to immediately call your mentor. And you're going to add that person to the three-way. You don't want to text that person and say, can I call you? Is it okay if I call? If they don't want you to call them or they didn't want to do it or whatever it might be, they're busy, they won't answer the phone. So that's cool. But immediately call them. And when you get them on the phone, you're going to introduce your mentor. This is my mentor. They've been doing this business for this amount of time and they've really helped me through this. And I just wanted you to talk to someone that's been in it for longer than me or something like that. And the mentor will proceed to close. That's what we're here for. We're here to assist you. We wouldn't just throw you out in a close and you're like still trying to get it together, right? But if you feel confident right now, if you feel like I know how to do this proper close, go for it. Do the close. If you feel like you need to get some more example, call your mentor so they can do the closes for you and continue writing notes, right? Your first one is not going to be amazing. It's just not. But the more you do it, the more confident you get, okay? The more confident you get. So can I get one more example from a woman? Good job, Jacoby. That was dope, bro. You're definitely going to be doing closes next week. I said a woman. A woman. Mecca's trying to go again. Y'all gonna let Mecca go again? Woman. A lady. Where's Shanti? They calling you out, Shanti. Tajay. Tajay, where you at? Oops, that was a mistake. Tajay, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? She hiding? Tajay Hunt. The people are asking for you. All right. So since nobody's volunteering, how about I do it? Y'all want me to do it? Drop a 1 if you want to hear from me. Drop a 1 if you want to hear from me, or you want to hear from someone else. Okay, John, be my person. Ding, ding, ding.
Yo.
Hey, what's good, John? What's good, bro? Thanks for hopping on the call tonight, bro. What did you like about it?
I can't even lie. I really like the fact that you can help people and you can like make money while doing it.
No, I agree. Honestly, like it's literally people on our team from literally all over the country. Like it's people in the UK, people in Bolivia, people in America, Canada that I've been able to impact, just from sharing this opportunity. So I definitely agree with you. And just being able to give to others, it's like that's the best thing you could do for people. You know what I mean? But like I definitely want to know like what's gonna properly work for you though. So you said that you working, right?
Yeah.
Do you work again?
I'm only working like part-time though. I'm a valet.
Okay, and so what are your hours like?
It's random. I can't even lie to you.
Okay.
Usually nighttime, like
Usually in the
8 to 2 a.m.
Okay, perfect. And see, the reason I was asking you, because I'm trying to figure out exactly like what's going to work well with you when you get involved with this. And just from you telling me that your schedule's kind of random, is this app called Cash Trap. And literally the people that are buying Cash Trap, the same day that they buy it, they're making money. Like, let me actually send you a screenshot of this. Someone on our team named Kayla, she just sent us, she literally, the day she got Cash Trap, like 2 days later, she made money on her live account. So I'm going to send you a screenshot of her. But like definitely Cash Trap will be something you will want to get involved with because you're able to make money whenever you want. And see, this educator who's one of my favorites, Matthew Dayer, he created Cash Trap. So the educators, they're literally just giving you trades off of the app. So you'll just be able to do it yourself, spend your 30 minutes or whatever time before work, and you'll be able to do it like that. That sounds good for you?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Okay, perfect, bro. And also one more thing that I wanted to tell you, they didn't actually show it on the call. I wanted to show you this compound plan. And so all of my mentees, when they join with me, they're actually going to have a compound plan so they can grow their money. Like we're not just randomly looking to make money here. We actually have an entire step-by-step plan so you know exactly how much you need to make each day. And so the compound plan I just showed you, it turns $100 to $10,000 in the next 60 days. Now, it's very, very it's specific about if you are going to put the work in, if you're going to actually make sure you make that money each day. But let's say it doesn't go that good. Let's say that majority of those days you don't even make that goal. At the very least, you definitely can grow that $100 to $5,000 in the next 60 business days. Did you see the screenshot I sent you? Perfect. So if you see how you go through the earnings, right? When you go through where it's in purple, it's telling you exactly how much you need to make. So you hop on, you make your money, you go about your day. But if you notice on the 50th day, the amount that you're making is like $200 a day. So it's definitely about compounding your plan, bro. But listen, I know just what I got from you. Like you definitely, I know you're going to do amazing in this. Like you definitely have an entrepreneurial mindset. I definitely can tell that just from you having your various businesses. And, I know that you're going to succeed within this space, and I'm definitely going to assist you throughout the way. But tell me something, bro. I definitely want to be your accountability partner throughout this. So what's a good day that you can be ready? You're going to have the money ready, and we're going to literally get you started so you can start that compound plan ASAP, bro. And I would love for you to get started, honestly, this week. Because you start that compound plan Monday, bro, by summertime, you're up, right? So what's a good day this week that's going to work for you?
I can't even lie. This week, I got to pay rent, so I can probably do next check or like next Friday.
Okay, so your next check's next Friday?
Yeah. Whatever.
No problem, bro.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
like end of the month.
What time on Friday will work best for you next Friday?
Really any time, like all day. I don't go into work until 8.
Okay, so it's 12 p.m. good?
That works.
Perfect. So I definitely got you for next week, Friday at 12, but is it okay if I invite you to a few of our calls throughout the week?
Yeah, I'm down.
Because I know you're going to go crazy in this, so I definitely want to just give you that head start to that. So I'll definitely follow up with you. How's Wednesday? We're going to have a basics call on Wednesday, so you can kind of just fast forward. That sounds good?
Yeah, that works.
Perfect. So yeah, I'll follow up with you tomorrow. I'll get you the link for that. And then definitely next week, Friday though, bro, we're going to definitely get you sorted, okay?
I like that.
Perfect. So you have a good evening, bro, and we'll talk on Wednesday.
You as well.
All right.
Yo, real quick. One thing I love that Tori just did is she didn't let me talk. In sales, you want to like drive the conversation. You want to hear, like all the information, whatever the person's telling you, and not necessarily like use that against them. But she drove that entire conversation. Never let it be awkward silence on the phone when you're trying to close someone. That be happening a lot. But thank you, Tori. Great job.
Thank you. So y'all, drop a 2 in the chat if you were following what I just told you the plan was. Drop a 2 in the chat if you were following each place I went with it. each place I went with it. I went from what did you like? What's your schedule? Show them some results. I didn't even have to show them my results. I showed them that Kayla made money the first day that she used Cash Trap. And then I showed him the compound plan. And then I was just like, when you ready to get started? And because he wasn't ready to get started in the next day or 2 or 3 days, I set up a follow-up date for Wednesday so I can keep it on his mind, right? Drop a 2 if you're following me. Like, that feels pretty simple. Now, it's going to come with practice. Like, it's going to come. Like, I used to tell my mentees, like, call me whenever you want and just try to close me. Like, so they will call, like, randomly call me and be like, hey, so how'd you like the informational? Like, just randomly out of the day. Like, you want to practice it with people, but that's literally how you're going with it. Of course, it's not going to be exactly like mine, you know? Like, I don't want you to ever think that you got to be like me. Like, no, be you, follow the steps. Follow the steps, but be you. It don't need to sound like me. It don't need to be nothing like that. Just make it you, right? So what I'm going to do before we hop off this call, because it's actually a basis call that's about to happen, I just want to go through the PowerPoint one more time so you guys can take screenshots. I feel like you guys didn't properly get the information. That's why everyone wasn't following me on the 3 steps that you're going through. So go ahead and just take some screenshots so you could get some notes after. But I'm going to go slow and just move through all of them. So we got 1. We got this. So this is talking about what did you like? Example. Brief plan. I can see in Ashante's when she screenshots. Common responses. Common responses if no. Share results and plan. Close it out. Close it out part 2. Close it out part 3. And I think that's the last one. Cool. And again, remember, I'm going to have the recording. So literally as soon as we get off of this, I'm going to close this out. No problem. Also, guys, literally all of this is also in the manual. If you don't have the manual, please ask your mentor so you can get it. But again, I'm going to record this. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Make sure you look over it, y'all. Literally, that's everything. Thank you again for hopping onto this call. I hope you got some value. We're back at it again tomorrow at the same time, guys. Remember, I told you, all of this is adding the sauce in your pot. You need every day of this boot camp, okay? If you missed yesterday, go look at the recording. If you know your mentee missed it, go send them the recording or go relay the information to them, guys. It's all about duplication. It's all about creating success, not only for yourself, but for your team. But I appreciate you guys. Love you all. Have an amazing night. The informational is starting in 45 minutes. It's a basis call right now. Ashante said, I be studying this more than my schoolwork. Period. Okay? Because it's about to get you rich. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. See you tomorrow.